No, this is ridiculous. Come on. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. I can't believe I get to use this lens. I love this lens. My name is Peter Sarellas, and I'm a videographer and editor from Ottawa and Toronto, Canada. I specialize in sports videography. And this lens, if you're not familiar with what this lens is, this is the Sony 200 to 600. I've used it on this channel before. I did like a full, like proper review of this lens, and I used it for, I don't know, let's say I used it for sports that you're actually supposed to use it for. Today we're gonna do something fun though. Today we're doing something different. It's special for me because Sony actually sent me this lens, which has not happened before on this channel. I've been talking about Sony products on this channel for quite a while. Actually, like the whole time, basically. I've been using Sony products forever. I've never had like any affiliation with them. And they actually sent me something, which means they know who I am, which is crazy. So disclaimer, Sony sent me this lens. I'm obviously not keeping it. I'm returning it like after I make this video. But I said that I wanted like a very telephoto lens to make a fun video with, and they sent me this one. I love the 200 to 600. I've rented it before, but I'll take them sending it to me just like a freebie rental to make some content, so that's great. If I haven't like given you the breakdown on this lens, like there's an AF MF switch like right here. There's, you can kind of like set the focus area, so you can do like the full thing. You can do like 10 meters to infinity or between 2 meters and 10 meters with this switch. There's optical steady shot switch. There's like 3 modes for your autofocus that you can use, and then there's like custom buttons on the lens. So there's like 1, 2, 3 custom buttons that you can program. It's an f5.6 to 6.3, and I just like it for the focal range. Like it's a crazy focal range. You can get like some really buttery smooth, like just beautiful looking shots. And in the review video that I did for this lens previously, I shot soccer game and a rugby game, which are perfect applications for this. Like this thing is amazing for outdoor sports. It really excels and gets great results, and it's a great focal range when subjects are far away from you. But we're using it for something different. So I'm actually taking this over the next few days and shooting hockey with it, which doesn't make a lot of sense. It sounds silly to say that something doesn't make sense, so I'm doing it, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because when you're filming hockey, you normally want something in like the 70 to 100 range. I usually use the Tamron 35 to 150 for a lot of my hockey stuff, and that works really well. It's a good focal range for it. This is far too long. 200 is the longest you would ever want to film at if you're trying to cover action for a hockey game. And 200 millimeter is the shortest focal length on this lens. So like, what am I doing? Well, the whole idea here is I want to film like abnormally tight shots and essentially try using like a super telephoto lens in ways and in situations where it has absolutely no business being used, just to get unique footage that you're not getting anywhere else. Like I'm putting together a video right now for the video board for the Ottawa Charge, which is the team that I work for full time. And by the way, any footage that you see in this video of like hockey stuff is filmed for the Ottawa Charge and the PWHL. But I'm putting together a video board video for them that's going to play like in arena and probably like live online as well, and like on the team's YouTube channel and social media and things. And I need to get like some really fine detail shots, stuff that you're never going to get off the broadcast. Like I want to film someone's eye, like, and have that be the frame. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to get like some really abnormally, like insanely tight detail shots and just put this thing to the test to see that if you use it in an environment where you would never think to use a super telephoto lens, does a super telephoto lens that I've already proven when used in the correct environment can be very good, still hold up and give you not only usable results, but unique and interesting results that would actually make it applicable for achieving a professional purpose. So things that worry me filming hockey with this lens: the speed of the lens. I'm going to be shooting it basically at f6.3 constant, since it's an f5.6 to 6.3 lens, and I plan to be on the longer end of that focal range for most of the time I'm filming with it. I don't know if lighting is going to be an issue. Like here's the thing, I'm filming with the FX3 for this. I don't need like a crop sensor. That'd be too much reach. Like I'd be filming at like almost 1,000 mil at the end of the lens. It's ridiculous. So we're going to use the FX3, which means I could use my dual base ISO of 12,800 to compensate for the aperture like just not being that wide, and like the f6.3 is not very fast. So we'll figure that out, but like it worries me a little bit. We'll see. The size worries me, like its portability in a smaller venue where there's not as much space. Like when you're filming soccer or rugby or football, like the field is huge, you can run around everywhere, so having a giant lens like this isn't like prohibitive. But when I'm like filming on the glass, is it going to be problematic to have a lens this big? Like it zooms internally, so it won't like protrude and hit the glass or anything. I can just stay a similar distance from the glass the entire time and it'll be fine. Will I not like having something this big? Especially because like I can't handhold this lens. I'm gonna have to shoot it on a monopod. I don't know. We're gonna find out, but my plan is to film one practice and one game with this lens. So we're gonna go film a practice tomorrow, and that's why I'm filming this now, because I had to unbox the thing and like pack my bag and get ready to go to that. And on Saturday we're gonna film a game, and all I plan on filming for that whole game pretty much is really tight, unique detail shots with this crazy long telescope lens. We'll see if I end up doing something cool or making a fool out of myself at my job. Only time will tell, but we're gonna do it together, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So stick around, we'll see what happens. Team 4 ended up outside today, so we're gonna get some good sunny footage to put this long lens to the test. Oh, trust me, I'm zoomed in. Yeah. Yep. The team ordered outside today and kind of gave me like a moment to practice with this lens in an environment where it's like, I guess, more suitable before I take it inside and film hockey. And like, yeah, like I'm not sure if this lens is parfocal, but it feels pretty close. Like I know it's not, but like it's pretty close too. It's like I'm just like zooming in and out and like maintaining pretty decent focus the entire time, making minimal adjustments to the focus ring, and like the focus ring and the zoom ring are both very smooth and easy to use. Like I have no complaints with this. I'm just excited now to take it from outside to inside and try it in a tighter environment. So I'm just leaving work now. It's been a long day, but a fun day. I had a lot of fun using that lens. There's some things that I struggled with a little that I'm actually happy that I struggled with today, because I got to like use the lens and kind of work around my issues and figure them out. And there's some things that I think I went really well. So first, I want to say that I'm really happy with the footage that I got. Like, there's some stuff in there that looks absolutely beautiful, and I shot stuff in 24, 60, and 120 frames per second. and I thought that I got shots in all 3 of those frame rates that were really high quality and really nice. It seems like the lens is really good for like isolating people. So I had to film a bunch of stuff of one specific player today for like a social post, and this lens made it easy for me to lock onto her and just follow her around. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the same in like a game environment, because like today the players were a little bit more static than in a game, like the outdoor warm-up stuff especially. I will say I struggled a bit with pulling focus, and this was partially the start because the lens was attached to the monopod via the lens collar, and because of that it was hard for me to like reach my hand under the lens and use the focus ring without hitting the monopod with my hand, and that made my focus throws more challenging. So then I switched it down to attach the camera and lens combo to the monopod via the camera body, and then it looked goofy because the lens protruded really far out, but my hand was free to like switch between the zoom ring and the focus ring without obstruction, and that made it easier. But I'm still not sure if the focus throw on this lens is too short or if I just need to get used to it. It's definitely shorter than something like the Tamron 35 to 150 that I use, but it's not as challenging to focus with as something like, say, the 70-200 f4 macro from Sony. So TBD, I guess, how pulling manual focus goes with this. When I shoot, I like switching between autofocus and manual focus, and I do that quickly by using a custom function button on the lens. So I'm gonna have to like give this another go now that I've found the optimal way to like mount it onto a monopod or a tripod, and like see how it all goes. I'm also gonna build my camera rig a lot bigger when we film the game, and that's probably gonna make a difference to like the weight of the camera and hopefully make it jitter less, and in turn allow me to like handle the lens a bit more roughly. But I don't know, there's a lot of good that came out of today. I definitely learned some stuff handling this lens in that environment, but there's a lot more I can do with it, I feel. So in a couple of days we're going to come back here and see what I can get done.
Throw your cards on the altar, we gon' burn them all, it's symbolic. Sorry, prophet, I want it. Young Marty runs so fast from the schoolyard, I swear that I became Sonic. I got what you need, yeah. Lord, help my unbelief, yeah, yeah. I got the receipts, yeah. I gotta be me, yeah. Live out what I preach, I don't even know what you got for me, but I'm down to ride. She said I'm a star, I said, baby girl, go prophesy, yeah. Out here I ain't got hide, everything here got inspired, everything here got right. On campus, trying to be mysterious, but I talk too much, oh dang it. Hey, hang around them corners, yeah. Thank God that you found us. We would have been goners, yeah. We should have been goners. Now we're shining like diamonds. Now I'm not even trying. Now I'm not even dying. I'm alive. Yeah, trying not to kill y'all, it's a full-time job. Yeah, I'm not perfect, God still working it. Love like you love me, 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 yeah, love like you.
Okay, so final thoughts on this lens. Overall, as you probably noticed from the footage, I thought that it was pretty good for the use case that I intended. Obviously, I said that this wasn't meant to film action, but rather I was trying to film detail shots and isolation shots, and the type of shots you don't normally get when you're filming hockey. And I think that for the purpose, the Sony 200-600mm worked really well. Now, there was a couple times I was able to track action really well, and I showed those in this video. And there was also some times that didn't make the cut where I just wasn't able to track a shot when I was trying to film action. And I kind of learned throughout the process of the game when I should try to track action, when I should just isolate on players. Usually it was right for me to do that. And I also found out what positions I was better and worse using this very long lens in, when maybe I should have had a shorter one for how I would conventionally film hockey. And I found that a lot of my best shots, like a lot of the stuff that you saw me show towards the end of the video, was filmed from like the concourse level above where some of the fans are sitting. I was able to get good shots of the players, good shots of the fans, and really capture all the action and get isolation shots while standing in one spot. So that was pretty good. It was very broadcast-esque, but with higher quality than you're going to catch on like your regular broadcast using a more modern mirrorless camera. So that was a really nice thing for me to have now going into the edit, in my opinion. Overall, I don't think the lesson is like, oh, you need to go and grab this lens specifically and go film this thing. I think what we can kind of take from this whole experience, or at least what I'm going to take from it, is once you get good at something, or at least like you figure out the basics. Like I've started filming a lot of hockey this season, and over the course of the season from like September or October 2024 until now, like I've been getting better and I've been learning the basics, and then been learning more and getting into like the advanced bits of like, okay, where do I want to position myself in this scenario, and when do I want to have this lens versus that lens. And now that I understand like what I'm doing, basically is the time for me to start experimenting and trying new things to see how I can get more creative and get more unique shots to like kind of make myself stand out and make what I'm doing at these games better than like, I don't know, your run-of-the-mill basic stuff like that you would expect, and kind of go above and beyond that expectation. When you're filming whatever you're filming, it probably won't be hockey, it'll probably be something else. Think about how you're filming it, and then when you're good at it, try to incorporate some different piece of equipment, or think of a new place where you can stand, or a new way that you can film, maybe like a different camera with different settings, and try to film the thing that you're really used to filming in a different way. If you're lucky, then you're gonna get some really cool new creative results out of it. And worst case, you just film something that maybe you don't like very much, doesn't look very good, and then you just don't do it again. But that process of experimentation, I think, is how you end up getting cooler shots and better footage than you would normally expect, and also kind of build your own style and develop your own look. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this type of stuff. I'll probably use the 200-600 again for hockey at some point because I thought it was really cool and I have a better grasp of it now. But that's going to be all for this video, and I really enjoyed my first time using it. So if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel because I post videography and video editing tips and tutorial videos similar to this on a regular basis, and I would love to have you around for that. Let me know what lenses or products you want to see me test out next in the field. I'm always down for suggestions, and I want to test stuff out that you actually want to see the results for. If you have any questions about what we did in this video, drop it down in the comments, but I've got nothing else for you today. So until next time, peace.